Hi, Pastor Nathan Decker with your Better Together devotion for this daily devotion during this part of our season of Lent and this journey with the coronavirus and all that's going on in the world. I wanted to talk today specifically about a time when Jesus was going through a difficult time. I think about how we're all feeling grief and sorrow because certain events that we looked forward to are being canceled and we're not able to worship together and we feel this distance. This social distancing is not only distancing us, apart physically, but at times it even feels like our own souls are being torn away from one another. And it can just lead to a time of really dark, deep depression and grief. Well, there's a place within the biblical story of Jesus' life that also expresses that. The Good Friday story, the story of the Garden of Gethsemane where Jesus wept tears of blood, the place where he went off to take time in prayer to gather strength for the journey ahead. I know that during Good Friday moments in our world, we often feel like the whole world, something has been ripped from us. We aren't who we want to be. We aren't who we usually are. That happens to Jesus in the biblical story. That happens to Jesus in his life, in the gospel, as he's taken away from the disciples, as he's put on trial. But before all of that took place, Christ took time to pray. And so, if anything, during this time when we're given time, because our social engagements are different and canceled, and because the world has really slowed down, I challenge you to grow in prayer. Like I'm trying to do. I promised during the season of Lent to pray 5 times a day. To pray as I woke up, to pray as I sat down for breakfast, to pray as I ate lunch, to pray as I ate dinner, and to pray again as I fell asleep. I challenge you to pray. When you're scrolling through social media and you feel your heart rate and your blood pressure rising because of all the anxiety that's free-floating and being passed around, and as you hear the rumors and gossips and all of the theories and all that, pause. Stop. Join Jesus in the Gethsemane moment and pray. Pray with the knowledge that this too shall pass. Pray with the knowledge that Good Friday leads to Easter Sunday. Pray and experience God's blessing. As a side note, I also want to let everyone know that the bishop has ordered that we won't have worship in person for the next 2 Sundays. We'll be doing worship like this. We'll be doing it digitally through the wonder and the marvel of the internet. And it'll be different. It'll be church, though, because we'll still be gathering together. Our hearts and our souls will still come together because, if anything, I've learned we are truly better together. So as we go through this time, know that things will be different, but worship and Christ will still go on. This too shall pass, my friends. And when it does, whenever it does, that first Sunday we come back, I don't care when it is, that's going to be Easter Sunday. We're going to celebrate huge. We're going to have the Easter egg hunt. We're going to do everything that Sunday. We're in Good Friday now. But do not fear. Be smart. Easter's coming. Christ is coming. Amen.